If you're looking for a large language model which can generate horror text with vivid prose, totally uncensored, then this model, Darkest Planet, could be of help. In this video, we are going to install this model locally and then we will try to generate some of the horror text while keeping it as censored as possible as it is YouTube, and then we will focus on how the prose looks like. I will also be sharing the whole command step by step with you, and I will also explain every step in as simple language as possible. So before I start introducing you to this Darkest Planet 16.5 billion model in GGUF format, let me give a huge shout out to Master Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. They're also running this Hacktober 2024 where I will be one of the judges. If you would submit an LLM generated text or LLM generated image, you stand a chance to win $100 in free GPU credit, and I will drop the link to their website plus a free coupon code of 50% discount on a range of GPUs. Okay, so coming back to this model has been designed to be relatively bulletproof and operates with most parameters, including temperature settings from 0 to 5. So it is quite deterministic. I would suggest keep it at 5 because I have found it to be really good at the temperature setting of 5, whatever you are using. One of the unique features of this model is that the creator has developed a new method called as Brainstorm to drastically alter the model's prose output and abilities. This also has expanded the model by 40 layers from um, I think to 71 layers total at the moment. This model is for any writing, fiction, or storytelling activity, specially geared towards the horror. Now, this has an unusual level of detail, whether it is scene, location, surroundings, items, and sometimes will foreshadow or have a preamble of sentence or paragraphs of events to come due to the brainstorm. Now, what is this brainstorm? So, this brainstorm process was developed by the creator, and this he also has taken an inspiration from a scientific paper. But in simple words, the reasoning center of an LLM is taken apart, reassembled, and expanded. This is what Brainstorm has. So he has what he has done. He has taken apart the model 40 times. He reassembled it and then expanded it. So then these centers are individually calibrated. These centers also interact with each other. This introduces subtle changes into the reasoning process. The calibrations further adjust dial up or down these changes further. The number of centers 5 times, 10 times allow more tuning points to further customize how the model reasons, so to speak. And the basic objective of this process is to increase the model's detail, concept, and connection to the world, general concept connections, prose quality, and prose length without affecting instruction following. This also enhances any creative use cases of any kind, including brainstorming, creative art form, and like use cases. So whether it is prose generation uh, or not, it is going to excel, and it doesn't. It tries to avoid the cliches, which is really has become a huge nuance with these models. And coherence is quite stronger due to this brainstorming. Description is more detailed and connected closer to the content. Also, metaphors and similes are stronger and better connected to the prose, story, and character. Sense of there in the moment is enhanced, which is quite cool. As I mentioned earlier, details are quite vivid. Prose generation length can be long to extreme. So make sure that you do a good prompt engineering there. Emotional engagement is quite strong, which is really a cornerstone of these role playing models. And there are a lot of other things which are mentioned in their model card, and I will drop the link to it in video description. Let me take you to my terminal where I'm running Ubuntu 22.04, and let's get it installed on my GPU card, which is NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. So first up, let me create a virtual environment with Conda. so that we could keep everything separate. Shouldn't take too long. And then it is activated. Let's install all the prerequisites, which include the usual suspects like torch, transformers. Let's wait for it to get installed. It is going to take a couple of minutes. While that happens, let me also introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. With its Python SDK and live debugging tool, you can scrape and interact with web content. AgentQL works on any page, public or private, any site, any URL, even behind authentication. It is quite resilient, it is reusable, and it structures the output according to the shape of your own query. And it uses the power of AI to analyze the page structure to find the data you are looking for. Let's go back to our terminal to see what is happening there. Almost there. Let's wait for it to finish. All the prerequisites are done. Let me now install and launch my Jupyter notebook so that we could download and play around with this model in the browser environment. Let's wait for it to get launched. The notebook is launched. Let's import the libraries and download the model. And because this model is in gguf format, if you go to its model site, so for example, if this is a Hugging Face, if you go to files here, there are a lot of quantized version, and I am using the quant 8, if you see here, so which is the highest quant, the largest one. But if you don't have much GPU, maybe you have just 4 GB VRAM, 8 GB VRAM, just select the smaller one. Just go here, see which size is smaller, and download it. But try to download, use something around Q4, because that gives bit good value. So you see Q4 is around, I would say 7, or maybe not 7, around 9 GB, 10 GB. So make sure that you have around 16 GB of VRAM for this. Okay, so let's go back and let me run it to download. And it has started downloading the quant here. So if you're using any other file, so just copy the name of this file here. And how do you do that? Go back here. For example, you want to go with this one, which is a Q4. Click on it. And then from here, you can simply copy this path. It is going to copy this file name for you. So I already have it. So, and it is downloading. I'm downloading the Q8. So let's wait for it to get downloaded. And the model is loaded. Now let's try to do the inference with it. So for the generation, I'm just passing it through the pipeline. I'm telling it that you're a writer, write me a horror joke I have never heard before. And then I am printing out the response. So let me run it. And there you go. Look at the prose. It says, here is a chilling horror joke. As I lay in bed, I couldn't shake the feeling that someone was watching me. It wasn't until I heard my own voice whisper good night back to me that I realized I wasn't the one who said good night first. Okay, not bad, I would say. Okay, let's try to see if it can write a short horror story. And there you go. If you read through the story, the prose is really vivid. It is quite, I would say, flowery and not bad at all. There is a lot of coherence. And as the model card says, there are not many cliches there, which is quite good. And because it is based on Llama 3 model, so that quality also oozes through. So really happy with it. For example, just look at this. The air thick with a stench of rot. I tried to shake off the unease, telling myself it was just my imagination. But then I heard the whispers. Faint, raspy whispers seemed to seep from the walls, urging me to explore the hotel's depth. I resisted. And then I was in a coffin. There you go. Welcome to the Dark Water Inn. Even the title is quite nice. It's a short story, very, very nice. Now, if you really want to eke out the quality from this model, use this sort of prompt, and you can get it from their Hugging Face report. I will drop the link to it in video description, as I said. So this is a prompt where you can say below is an instruction that describe a task. Ponder each user instruction carefully and use your skill set. And these are the skill set like masterful story, some acting, some public speaking, and lot of other stuff, which it is just a which model understands. And then also the dialogue writing, simile, pacing, and all that stuff, and then critical instructions as how to write. And then I'm asking the model to choose topic of its own choice and tell me the story. So let me run it. And the model has come back with the response, and look at that. The story is the whispering portrait. In the sleepy town of Ravenswood, nestled within the English countryside, stood the ancient Bellwood Manor, and then look at the prose. Jill crept up her spine, and then really masterful. I'm not mad, I'm trapped. Amazing stuff. Really good stuff. So I think uh, really good model for this Halloween. Try it out. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.